Alrighty, lads, it's time. It's time we get ourselves some more horses. Maybe even a body attached to one. Who knows? I certainly have low enough standards that I'll take the former. Latter preferred, but... So blah 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 blah. Yes. I don't mean to shit on this recap, but we haven't had as much plot lately, so... Excuse me. So all you really need to know, we got a secret sacred sword. It's gonna be powerful, we'll fuck some people up. We're moving on with our lives now. And now, look at this beautiful little guy. He just screams rehab version of Eddie Vedder. Man, I would love to get his signature as he tells me how he got the inspiration for writing Black from being a guest star in this game. That's neither here nor there. We're moving on to important things in this chapter. Random mercenary. You know, you're undermining what I said, game. This place, it's sad because music's playing during our locational visit. Apparently this place has been more or less fucked up. I mean, depends really on your definition, but I mean, this is not the greatest place in the world to be right now, with bandits raising it left, right, up, down, black, white, left, right. So, Ooh, this place is personal to Lynn. You can tell because her portrait is slightly, I don't know, she narrowed a bit with her eyes. And her body. Her body narrowed about 7 centimeters. Yep, so we're gonna be, we may or may not be killing some bandits again, just because Lynn's angry. More power to her. I'm for it. Whew. I've always really liked that line, though. I mean, just drawing attention to it. It's a powerful line. You let us know that Lynn's not frail, she's not weak. And she also knows how to stab things. It's also nice that Sane doesn't turn this into an opportunity to flirt or anything. Shows that he's a nice guy, and then Kent's just like, what about me? Fucking Kent. Oh man, I hate Kent. I can't believe I'm using him. Anyway, we got more important things. I think I've said that like 3 times this segment. It's just gonna be the name of the chapter. More important things. So, battle music's playing even though we're not battling yet. It's just meant to imply that these characters that we're seeing are in conflicts. I wonder which one's the one we're supposed to side with here, because we got like... So we've got this frail, demure girl on the left, and then we've got Eddie Vedder. I don't know what this girl did to Eddie Vedder, but he better not fuck with him anymore. Or she better not fuck with him, rather. And there's Flea over here. Anyway, all jokes aside, that girl on the left is gonna be our next party member. Please ignore the fact that her hands look like cat paws, because ever since I noticed that, I've never been able to unsee it. So I may have just cursed you with that same problem, but hey, we're in this together. So apparently she pissed off these guys because her horse accidentally landed on them or some bullshit. Who knows? All I know is that they want to kill her or take her horse or both. And that's our job. We're supposed to be killing her and taking the horse. Ha! Alrighty, come on now. Let's get to the chapter. No shit. She knows her. Florina? Is that the name of Eddie Vedder? Nope, it's the name of Cat Paws. I don't know, I think she's just trying to get out with her life. She's trying to get out as soon as possible, my dude. No crying, aw. It was a sweet and tender moment. Too bad there's gentlemen with weapons that could hurt us. And one of them is Kent. She's a little uncomfortable around men. Okay. I'm glad they told us this, so that way that would justify why Kent's being socially awkward around her. Or vice versa, really. But so yeah, Florina's not really into talking to men. In fact, I think like the majority of her supports, if I'm not mistaken, Supports meaning character interactions are with women. In fact, I think like one... I can only think of one guy character off the top of my head that she interacts with. So, don't pay attention to that sound. It sounds just evil manifesting from my computer as we speak. Yes, yes, yes. She landed on them because she's horrible. Aha, you heard her. She's a fucking asshole. She just laughed at us and then made fucking fingering motions when we tried to get an explanation. In fact, I saw her brandish a gun. She wasn't aiming it at us. She was just holding it in the air, laughing maniacally. I'm not even angry at her anymore for the Pegasus deal. I'm just concerned. Is she alright? Anyway. Yeah, we would normally be able to deal with rational human beings who'd be like, okay, whatever, horses are demons who you can't control. But these guys want to sell the horse because they're fucking evil or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. I could make some Pearl Jam references here if I listen to more Pearl Jam, but they're not exactly my jib cutters, if you will. She's looking at us. I mean, she's talking directly to us, the audience. Yep, she sure is. Yep, she sure can. I'm gonna make her whether or not she wants to, though. I don't fucking care if she's good at it or not. I'm gonna be using her. So yeah, Florina is far and away one of the best units in this game for multiple reasons. Okay, maybe not the underscore best, but I would say she's in the top 5. Well, depending on how you rank your characters, whatever. We'll be a nitpicky. Most people would agree she's very, very good and helpful and useful. So we're using her. Anyway, so if I'm not mistaken, this will be our first time using a unit with an explicit weakness, which in this case would be a Pegasus Knight. So we get to learn all about those. In fact, yeah, that definitely is the first time. We also get to deal with walls, which we may have run into. Oh yeah, we ran into those with the last chapter, but those were breakable. Or at least one part of them was. So this time we got walls we can't do shit with. Fortunately, because Florina is on a Pegasus who flies and is also death from above, she don't care. So she can fly over most obstacles. In fact, she can fly basically anywhere as long as she can land on it. So for instance, she can fly over water, she can't land on water though. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that because this game wants to introduce us to visiting again. So, remember those houses from last chapter that we visited? They looked something like... Okay, there's no reference. Okay, whatever. So they were smaller and they weren't like Monopoly-sized places. So in this game, or in this case rather, we want to visit these houses because they're going to definitely give us something of value rather than just word-of-mouth stuff. And we're obligated to visit with Lynn just because, fuck it. So we're going to be taking Lynn, walking over here, and asking if they do have the new word of the Latter-day Saints of Jesus Christ, and if they're faithful. And, of course, they're telling us that no one wants to get saved anymore. So, yeah, typically this would be a normal reaction in the middle of a battle if someone fucking visited a door, but no, rest assured, we're getting something out of this. Yeah, you better come out. And it's another character. Listen to that music. Listen to that Fire Emblem theme. If that doesn't get you going, then, well, this may not be your kind of game. But this is a theme that typically indicates we're getting a new character. So yes, we are getting a second character on top of Florina. That was probably poor phrasing, but whatever. So we're getting Florina and then we're getting this guy. Has he said his name yet? No? Let's get him to say his name. Hey, it's Will with one L, because he's unique. He's a traveler of sorts. Okay, sure. What he really is he's an archer, who I'm not going to be using, sadly. I don't dislike Will, I just never can justify using him over a bunch of other characters. As far as archers go, he's not even the best archer in the game, in my opinion. And, I mean, I like him, don't get me wrong, I just, he doesn't tickle my fancy. And we have better options. Anyway, the rub with archers is that you can fire from range, so if we're a space away, or even 2 spaces away, depending on the weapon, we can attack with bows, but, as this game is pointing out, if we're adjacent to an enemy, we can't fire back. So someone could just run up to someone with a bow and attack them, and they'd be able to do shit about it, basically. So archers are good and bad for that reason, because it means you won't necessarily have to keep them on the front lines, but you also have to use them goodly, if you want to get the most out of them. Yep. So we're gonna have to use Will here. Forgot about that. Hey, we just met. Remember me? My name's Will. By the way, I want a friend. Hey, please use me. So we're gonna be attacking this guy, even though there's a wall in between us. Logically, we shouldn't be able to do this. Just work with me. Pretend this is like a Final Fantasy Tactics situation where we're firing the bow, or the arrow rather, in an arc, and it's going to land on him rather than impale him, so to speak. So we're going to be attacking him for decent damage. And yeah, again, the game did not represent the wall at all there, but that's neither here nor there. So Will starts out pretty okay. He's definitely not going to be killing things on his own. So he's good for weakening. And truth be told, I might consider using him a little bit more for weakening units, so that way I can give the kill to Florina, or to some other units even, but yeah, like I said, long term I'm definitely not going to be using him, because he's kind of more trouble than he's worth if you don't dedicate a lot of time to leveling him up. Anyway, so this is Florina. Actually, well, I can't go back now, but as you can see, we could just fly over that and not give a shit. And she uses the Slim Lance, which is going to be a weaker form of the Iron Lance. I'll get more into that once we finish this combat section. And he's dead. Goodbye, bandit. So yeah, that's Florina's attacking animation. Get used to it, because we're going to be using her a lot. Yes. Can you just give me the reins already? Okay, so now that we can move and do our things on our own, so Slim Lance, it's going to be weaker than the Iron Lance. For reference, let me bring up Kent. Or same, whatever. So as you can see, if I was able to do side by side here, I would if I was editing, but I'm lazy. This lance is going to be heavier with more weight, and it'll have more might. So might is attack, basically. The weight comes into play with, let me see, Constitution. Here we go. So Constitution is going to be the stat that affects, I'm trying to think the easy way to explain this. So Sane's Constitution right now is 9, the Iron Lance is 8. So that means he's not taking any penalties from using that weapon. Let's say he ran into a weapon he was trying to use that had a Constitution of, let's say 11. Then he would be taking some penalties at that point. He'd be losing some attacking speed, which would mean if he would be able to normally double, he might not be able to with that, and then his accuracy would go down. So the rub with a lot of Pegasus Knights in games is that their Constitution is usually fairly low. If you look at Florina's, hers is 4. So that means she's not even using an Iron Lance without losing something. She's barely using the Slim Lance without losing any accuracy or anything like that. So that's why using Pegasus Knights is going to be kind of rough early on. Her stats are also pretty unlikable right now. She's very frail and weak, and she also has a weakness for archery. If archers attack any units with Pegasus or Wyverns, they will do triple damage. So that's definitely something we want to keep in mind as well. But beyond that, I think I've done enough explaining about things for now, so let's just get back into some bloodlust. Cool, Kid is killing. Let's use the lance. Fuck it, I want some weapon ranks. I mean, you just look at that. We're impaling him, he's not doing anything. He cannot do a single thing because he's stuck with a bow and arrow. Later games introduce bows, well, rather, crossbows that allow you to directly attack if you're being attacked, as well as just choose to directly attack, but those are not in this game, so they may as well not exist for purposes of my explanations. So, yeah, come on. There's an archer, oh my goodness. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Will. Yeah, there is an archer in all actuality, and you can see him. He's behind Will's text box, and now Lynn's. We're definitely going to keep an eye out for him, because at this point, if he attacks Florina in any capacity, she's going to die, basically, just because of how frail she is, and how entry-level units are basically doing a decent amount of damage to her at this point. We're probably going to be using her more or less to either kill units that have already been weakened, or just like hit and run. Well, not hit and run, more like range attack once we get her javelin. You'll see. So yeah, this is just telling us to not have her interact with archers because they're fugly sluts that don't like her. Yeah, critical damage. That's not to say that they critical automatically. So what that is to say is, like, let's say someone attacks her and they critical, that means they're doing 9 times the amount of damage they would have normally to a other unit. So yeah, that's why bow users are dangerous. We'll keep an eye out for them, and they will show up periodically in chapters, so meh. And here's Pippi Lodstockings, who said, oh, you came to the village, blah blah blah. Take all this money that we have. We have no banks or anything to do with it. Yeah, they just give us money. It's pretty great, really. It's also an advantage of having Florina is that we would not have been able to reach that house before it would have been potentially attacked. So that's good for Florina. 0 weapon breaks, yeah, so there's weapon durability, you might have already noticed it. It's not technically going to be an issue for at least a few chapters. Definitely want to keep it in mind. Guess we'll take her here. This guy's probably... oh, he's not good. So I only want this guy to attack. I'm going to try to avoid doing this, but for now I am going to do a save state. Let's see. Yeah. I don't like doing save states, it makes me feel lame and weak, but they're also a time saver because this segment's been almost 17 minutes and we're barely into this chat. Or, well, not barely, but I'm not repeating 17 minutes worth of explanations just because I make a mistake. If anything, I might have to start splitting chapters up soon, but I'm going to try and hurry this along. So Ket's going to be two-hitting this guy like nobody's business. And this guy's just going to fucking shoot the breeze. Alrighty. Might also start speeding these things up. Who knows? I think this chapter is that I wouldn't, but here we are. I'm a broken man full of defeat and promises that were no longer kept. Okay, go ahead, do it. Oh no. I recall this chapter being a lot harder. Or, maybe not harder, a lot more enemy intensive. Granted, this is normal mode, and I almost in fact, I never play on normal mode whenever I play this game, because normal mode is the tutorial mode. If you play this mode on hard mode, you don't have to deal with any of the tutorials. So, maybe that's why I'm used to it being harder. Come on. That's not too bad, I can't complain, really. I mean, skill, like I said before, is probably the least interesting unit, but whatever. Or, stat, but whatever. Oh man, she's doubling that guy? Okay. Oh no. Oh boy. He got 1 damage. So actually, wow, this chapter is almost over. I definitely want to make a stop to the armory. I guess I'll kill with Cat. Fuck it. I mean, there's no reason not to. I mean, Lynn's doing pretty fine as is. And I just want this to hurry up. And yeah, if it's not obvious already, but chapters will be a lot more complex and definitely lengthier than this one. And the ones before it as well. It's just, we're still getting our feet wet with the promises and premises of tactical strategy. So here, I'm going to kill this guy because the axe guy isn't going to be able to kill Florina, and I do want her to get a bit more experience. It'll be a definitely unfavorable matchup for her because she'll have the weapon triangle disadvantage, but he's not one-hit killing her, and I really don't care right now. Oh, sweet. So she's doubling, cool. So what that means is I can probably have her attack him on another enemy turn, and then she'll be able to finish him off on one of our turns, which is exactly what I want. And then usually I do try to take my time and get her to kill the boss. Problem is that sometimes takes finagling, and everyone here may not want to deal with that. I don't think I need a lance. I think I need a sword. Yeah, I usually buy at least one sword here just because of Lynn and Kent using swords. Yeah, so let's let that guy attack one more time. Oh boy, speed up. I kind of regret speeding that up because she criticaled. Oh man. Okay, note to self, never speed up again. Sorry for that. Anyway, I'm actually really happy with that then, because not only is she critical, she did get a strength level up, which is far and away going to be one of the most valuable level ups a Pegasus Knight in general can get. Speed's always going to be one of their least built up stats, like, unless you get extremely lucky. So yeah, if you get strength with the Pegasus Knight, that's always a good level up. From there, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get the kill with Florina. If not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'll just ritualistically hang myself. So, Kid, what are you doing? So that would be 5 HP, and then... I'm not McLovin that. I didn't say that. That's embarrassing. I feel embarrassing to have said that. Okay, let's see this, just to punish myself now. Okay, so... I think I know what I'm gonna do. I deserve punishment for this, so if I fuck up, this is entirely my fault. So, Florina should be able to one-hit kill him. Or not one-hit kill. I can't use words. Words are so hard. She'll be able to kill him on the enemy turn, so I'll waste another vulnerable healing her, because, yeah, she can't kill him this turn. And then from there, he's most likely going to attack Florina, because attacking Kent is suicide, even though attacking Florina is suicide. Yep, so... Uh-oh. It's him. It's Ledbetter. I'm trying to think of lyrics real quick, and I can't think of any. God, I'm such a fake Pearl Jam fan. It's hard to do it when you're listening to game audio and trying to narrate a game. Oh man, if I was a more professional Let's Player, I would have had cue cards ready. Oh man. So this is where the Let's Play is going to end, because I can't live with this embarrassment. Okay, seriously? Yeah, I'm skipping that dialogue. It's taking too long. And come on. Come on. Sweet. His name's Miguel. He does not look like a Miguel. So we have more enemies to look forward to murdering. Ain't that something? And... okay, that's good. I didn't expect her to level up again, but... again, she got a very good level up already, so I'm cool with it. Alrighty. So, everyone's dead. Nobody died. That's on our side. It seems like things are coming away and coming up. Millhouse. So yeah, she's from Ilia. Ilia is one of the different countries in the Fire Emblem Elite universe. I'm not going to even bother explaining all the different countries, because I know for a fact that'll come up a lot later in the Let's Play, and I'd rather not spoil the fun for that. I will just advise you to get your notebooks ready. There will be a test. Oh yeah, and Sake. Sake is... we're not in Sake, but I think we were when we started out near the border of it, if I'm not mistaken. I know for a fact we're in Lycia right now, and Lycia is kind of like it's kind of like the Connecticut of areas. It's not significant in its own way, but it sure is nice. Yeah, you can dream of being a Pegasus Knight all you want. You already are one. Oh god, come on, you just got recruited. Oh boy. Insert the sitcom laugh track. Here comes Sane. He's not wrong. I mean, that puts us at, what, 5? Because Will makes 4, and then Lynn's 5. And there's 6 if we're counting me, because I'm doing all the legwork here. I love how not necessary Will is. It's like the game already knows you're probably not going to be using them. It's really a shame, because I do like a lot of Will's dialogue. Like, I mean, he has some funny moments. It's just like I said, it's kind of not useful. Oh well, he'll be the butt of the jokes. So yeah, Florina, you're gonna help us with this little royal matter because God knows I'm not letting you out of here. Consider yourself handcuffed to a radiator. Hussein, I mean, a little bit forward. I mean, she's got guy problems. Poor Florina. Special attention. I mean, I guess I see what she means. I'm sorry, I gotta stop laughing at his lines, but they're just so funny. They're so not JRPG character lines. Anyway, so this dialogue is going on. There we go. This is what I was waiting for. Now, if you look here, you'll see a lovely young man doing a facepalm as though he was just introduced to the meme facepalm. Isn't that hilarious? Ha 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 ha. Anyway, this artwork is nice otherwise. We have a nice picture of everyone smiling and Florina cowering along Lynn's shoulder. Life is good so far. Finally. I like this game, but didn't expect the chapters to be taking this long already. Ah well, that's for you guys to enjoy. So with that in mind, next chapter is going to be, I believe we're going to be doing a defense chapter. Yeah, we are. We may even run into another unit we may or may not be using, and it's going to be a nice little change in difficulty because it'll actually require us to use more than 3 brain cells. So believe it or not, you'll have to watch the next segment to find out. See you then.